Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. That'll be caught, it's Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Murray going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And incomplete on a deep ball.
These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray now. It's caught right side by Daniels. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's complete to Cook. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 7 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He was brought down by Troy Reeder.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Murray off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Here's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll dump this off to Akers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Akers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on 1st down, Stafford, open man is Higbee, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Prater for the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 45 on second down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with Cook. Able to fight through one tackle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 25 on second down, Murray, touchdown! Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Stafford on 1st down.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Again, it's Stafford. And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Cook following the penalty. Give him 5 yards there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run it again with Cook.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, Off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.